What really got me into animation was sort of a sidetrack. I initially came to Full Sail on one of their dream flights, I think it was called at the time, and that was really helpful for me to make the decision to come down. I was also looking for a bit of an adventure. Growing up in a small town community, I kind of wanted just to get out, and that seemed like a good opportunity for me to take that first step out to see the world. Came to Full Sail as a recording engineer student and was really excited about that. And then I saw Toy Story. And Toy Story basically changed it all for me. I was like, wow, what is this? First off, I was like, I've never seen anything like this. How do they even do that? What does that mean? Like, I knew nothing about computer animation, but leaving the theater that day, I was like, I want to do that. That's totally what I want to do. I think I had initially applied at Pixar right out of school, got the first rejection letter, and then I think I applied at Pixar 2 years after that with some experience under my belt, got the second rejection letter, and then I found out that Brad Bird got hired at Pixar, and I knew exactly who he was, and he had done my favorite animated film, Iron Giant. So I basically locked myself in my apartment for 3 months and created what I needed to create in order to get the job here and submitted again. Got the call for the interview, and that was it. So I finally got the gig at Pixar, and I was nervous and excited and proud of myself, and I felt fairly comfortable in the in-house software for articulation and things, and I got a chance to get onto Brad's film, The Incredibles, and like that for me was like, wow, okay, this is actually really happening. I quit my job to work with Brad, and I'm actually going to get a chance to work with Brad. So I was ecstatic. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I initially got cast in the character team, but they basically cast me as the hairdresser of the film. So I was doing like, I did Bob's hair and Helen's hair and Huff's hair and E's hair, and that was something that I wasn't expecting at all, but it was actually a really fun exercise as well. And at that point, I started to sort of establish a relationship with Brad and my supervisor and things. And I just kind of went up to my supervisor one day. I was like, hey, you know what? There's this character in the film, Frozone, and I would absolutely love to take a stab at that. And I knocked it out of the park, and I felt really good about the work that I did on that. It kind of fulfilled my fantasy of, because I was in a leadership role then, I got to work directly with Brad on a day-to-day basis, and it was just like, holy cow. I attribute a lot of what's happened in my life to the closeness of my family, the advice and guidance of my parents, the interrelationships with my brother and sister. I think back on my family at times and I was like, well, this is all just kind of too good too. Like, my family, in my opinion, is why I am who I am today. And I couldn't have done this without them by any means.